Here we go. Everybody, I want to introduce you, those of you that have been following me for a long time. I am Psychic Liz Cross from psychiclizcross.com. This is my friend Owen Williams out of London. And Owen is very prominent on the psychic circuit, if I could say that. I didn't think I was going to be able to say psychic circuit.
Well, I don't know. What goes around comes around.
And I love Owen. So let me give everybody a bit of background. How I met Owen is because I used to, pre-COVID days, spend my summers in London, going to the spiritualist churches in and around London. That's where we do these things called psychic circles, where a group of us get together and we practice our mediumship and our psychic abilities, and we learn a lot of things. Now, Owen here runs psychic circles. At the time when I was visiting in person, again, pre-COVID, I didn't meet Owen in person, but then everything went online, and that's how I met Owen online, through these London psychic circles. Owen lives sort of outside of London, not too far, and he runs 6 spiritual development groups and 1 mediumship trance group. Now, 4 of the 6 groups are based in spiritualist churches in and around London, and the other 3 are based out of his home, which is online via Zoom, with members as far apart as USA, Kenya, and Fiji. Wow, you got a Fiji in there, Owen. I didn't realize that.
Oh, yes, I certainly have, yeah.
Oh, wow. Now, in addition, he also does demonstrations of mediumship in 12 churches, private readings, healing twice a week in the beautiful Healing Church, which is located in South London. I love that spiritualist church, by the way, in Barnes. Those of you that know me personally, I used to live in Putney for many years, and I love that whole area. Putney, Barnes is beautiful. And he also runs occasional workshops. Now, the reason we're bringing Owen on here tonight is because Owen is now starting up his mediumship class again. And I know, Owen, you always have great interest in your courses. I know there's always a massive sign up. So please tell us what your course is and what you have to offer.
Okay, let me tell you right from the word go. I'm very pleased to be able to speak to you. And hopefully at some point I might be able to see some of you on the dreaded Zoom. What is my involvement in all of this? Well, I'll tell you. I have a voice like everyone else, but I communicate constantly with my guides in spirit, and it is they right now speaking to you through my channels, and also linking with Liz to make sure we keep a good link. We're praying very hard that we retain this link with on the internet. The work that we do is largely mediumship rather than psychic. It's generally reckoned that all mediums are a bit psychic, but not all psychics are medium. Don't expect me to explain that because that takes too long. My work is varied, as Liz has said, and my joy is to be able to link up this way, because I have run 2 courses already, which are for what I call early stage people who want to find out how they can use the gifts they believe they have. And that means being able to find their way through all of this and then set out to Well, really, to decide what they want to do with it. Our view always is, and that's the view of my guides and myself and all my friends, is our view is to be able to help other people. And if you go through life and you don't want to do that, then this is not for anyone who's watching tonight. And I believe that there are so many caring people out among you that we can talk about how we work. Initially, I could explain perhaps how many times we do this, but I'm going to just talk briefly about what we will touch on, delve into, and the most important thing really is to find what it is that we believe we have in terms of being able to communicate with our guides. And the first thing I can say to you is everybody in England tends to call them clairvoyants. And as you, I'm sure, realize that clairvoyants are the ones who do see and partly sense through their third eye or by some other means of combination. Then we have clairsentience when we sense. Then we have clairaudience when we hear the words by some energy rather than very often hearing voices. Those are the three fundamentals. Mixed in with a pot is some psychic links. But today I want to talk about how we do this online. So far we've run 2 courses, and each course has lasted 6 weeks, and it's been on one particular day in the week at the same time for 6 times. That means it gives you an information pack almost. The information pack contains information about, first of all, how can I use what I believe I have to the betterment of others? How do we get there? First of all, we need to know about guides and helpers. Do we know who they are? Can we believe that we can communicate with them? How do we communicate? We will explain, first of all, who your spirit guides are, what their role is in your life, and how things can change by being able to communicate. There are other things we can do, including talking about angels, angel cards. We can talk about auras briefly. We always begin each session with a short meditation to allow you all to react, adjust, or however, relax, I should say, make you feel good. Raring to go is how we want everybody to feel. Now, at the moment, we also have a follow-up course. Now, this is reference to where people are. We have 8 or 9 people in this. I can't remember the exact number. And they are in America, different parts of America, and as she said, in Kenya, and even in Fiji, where although we've been doing it at British time of 4 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon, in Fiji, it's usually 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning, and we are able to watch the sun rise and the sky go from black through all the shades of blue until the sun beams down on all of us. One thing to mention now is, can I use these gifts to help people? This is a fundamental. And so part of this course will involve healing, how we do healing online, how we can make people feel good, how we can bring joy into people's lives, how we can really get everyone together in a link. And what I do encourage, if everyone is in agreement, to contact each other and practice readings. Because in a way, this is like a classroom, and we all know that we're supposed to do our homework. So I do beg people who come on this course to enjoy everything that takes place, but then to find as many opportunities as possible to practice. There are many other parts of what we do. I don't want to go into great detail at the moment, but in the course of 6 weeks, we cover the main aspects of mediumship. We give you a chance every week of being able to practice. There are even links to things like using pendulums. There are all sorts of things. The main thing is the course is compact. It lasts for 6 weeks. It will be almost certainly on a Saturday to make, and it will be in terms of British time, sometime late in the afternoon, probably 5 o'clock, so that most people should be available, hopefully, to take part. Our courses will normally be a minimum of 6 people and a maximum of 10, so that you get as much supervision as possible and guidance to go with it. Now, that's the outline of what we do. And I'm going to go back to Liz now to see what else she'd like me to add.
Is anybody there?
Not
That's always
for
a running
once,
joke.
not twice for no.
That's always a running joke, because it's just, that's what we do. Now I know that, just to give a bit of background for me, and Owen, you've been doing this longer than I have. Where I started out is in the spiritualist circles in London. That's where that was my training ground. That's where, we got together, we did mediumship exercises. We even would read each other's shoes, each other's hair. We would read tea leaves, whatever it was. It didn't matter. And the fact that we all came together as a cohesive group, I'm still friends with most of the people. We all still stay in touch with one another, and we always help one another out. To be able to be part of one of these groups, I can't tell you what a privilege it is for Owen to offer this. And let me also give you this. I have asked Owen for probably about a year now to put another group together. Owen, are you going to put another group together? Owen, well, not at the moment. Not at the moment. I'm busy. No, not at the moment. I'm this, I'm that. And it just so happened that you have decided to put another group together for us. But we have been waiting probably for about a year. And the fact that there's only 6 to 10 spots available, and how much do you charge for this 6-week course?
What I asked for is £100 British, which I think is a very reasonable amount. And so I have to say to each person who takes part that they will be helping to pay bills of people that I am helping at the moment to get through during this high power crisis. Some people are unable to pay their bills, and when I hear about it, I try to help them. So those people who join the course, for the most part that they pay, will be funding people who can't cope for themselves for no reason that they have been responsible. It is simply a matter of fact.
And that right there is everything you need to know. Because genuine mediums, genuine psychic mediums, good quality mediums do not charge a lot of money. Why? Because we have too much respect for the universe and its power. We understand that respect, and we don't abuse that power at all. That £100, Owen, I mean, that is like dirt cheap. That's only about what, $130 US. That's insane for 6 1-hour classes.
Don't just call me a cheapskate, though.
I mean, that's pretty amazing that you're willing to do that, and then you're taking the earnings from the course and you're putting it towards charitable causes. See, that's the true hallmark of a psychic medium, of a medium. Now, I know you're a medium and you've got a bit of psychic elements. And what you said, I think, deserves a little bit of an explanation, which is, not all, sorry, let me try that one again. I'll put my teeth in. Not all psychics are mediums. That's because Psychics and mediumship, those are two very different skill sets. So psychic ability is more of a feeling that's coming in. And a lot of times you have to use tools to strengthen that ability. Some people use remote viewing. Some people use pendulums. Some people use tarot cards. Whatever it is that they use, a type of tool, crystals, or they're reading things. Okay, so they use that as a tool to basically the energy of the information is coming into the tool, and then they're reading that tool. Mediumship, you go straight to the source. So, provided that you are a good medium. So, what do I mean by that? A good medium is going to be able to see the holograph or have the person or people or whatever it is come through to them very clearly, and they've already put their grounding protection in place, and they're only accepting messages from the white light. That's another thing that I love about Owen. He teaches you how to ground and protect yourself properly. You don't just run into this like the magician's apprentice, right? You just don't. You have to have these proper steps.
Yeah. That's a good point you raised there, that when we open our chakras, which we will do on each occasion, we are then placing around each person taking part, which means you, if you're joining us, it's put around you and it's held tight, and then protection is placed around the whole group, individuals and then the whole group. And that prevents any negative. It's almost like a cross wire from coming in, and then you know that it's safe, secure, and you are looked after by your guides. And we will be able to tell you a lot about guides. And one thing that Owen may not have thought about, which we would like to, because as you could guess by now, the flow of this is coming through. Liz has caught Owen unawares tonight and plonked the computer in front of him, as it were, and said, come on, let's get on with it. Now, I wasn't prepared at all in the way I should have been, or could have been, rather. And yet, Spirit has said all the words tonight to say to you, if the course is full, we'll just have to do another one, won't we? So, well, it's all there for you. Yeah.
That would be amazing. Don't
worry. Say again.
That would be amazing. I mean, the reality of the situation is, for those of you outside of the UK, you've got Owen, who is an extremely well-known platform medium, spiritualist teacher, okay? And he's now extending that classroom to those of us outside of the UK. And I think that for $130, 6 hours. Now listen, I don't want any of you sitting there telling Owen that I'm going to take the course and I'm going to pay the money, but now I've my place held and I'm not going to show up. Please don't do that, because even though you've paid the money, yes, the most important thing is that you show up. So that place has been, taken up by somebody who may have paid the money and also would attend regularly. Please don't just pay the money and not show up. Owen wants to teach, right? He's not at those.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, at those prices.
I don't know quite how you. Yeah. I'm not clear how you work it, but all I say is, for goodness sake, don't send any money until we've been able to communicate by email. So when you email me, you can tell me if you can feel spirit around you, because right now I am radiating guides energy to you all. Yes, all. And many of you should be able to many of you should be able to feel, rather, like a shiver going through you, or some kind of a touch around the side of your head or the back of your neck as I am speaking. Now, although this is recorded and goes out, the same feeling will go because it's like a capsule. Now, when you get that feeling, that is an assurance that you are communicating through your guides. I will help to make the connection for you, and I will do everything I can to help you feel that this is for you, because some may doubt. And if you doubt, fair enough, but contact me first by email. We will talk about whether you're available at the suggested time, which I will give you at that point. And after that, we will complete any other business, as it were, that needs to be done. But please don't send any money, because I have to see how many people we get before I take a decision on this.
Oh, right. Okay, Owen, what if I wanted to buy you a drink at the local? Can I send you money?
It's about bloody time.
You're so funny. I can't wait to go back to London and go back to the psychic circles. They're so much fun. I love them so much. I miss them so
Your great
much.
American public are not going to let you.
Oh, I know. I don't know. No, you know, I can set up shop anywhere, but I would love to do a broadcast live from one of those circles. I keep trying, you know, they're sort of camera shy, that lot. But I would love to do a broadcast live over the airwaves so that everybody can see like how I started. But I knew I had the ability.
It can't be done, Liz. Look, every circle is confidential.
Oh, that's right.
Words that are said in circle very often can be very private and personal.
That's
and
true.
Sometimes things from the past crop up which other people are not meant to know about. So unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to do anything like that, but we might be able to organize a mass meditation when then everybody can join in. Just a thought. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm just throwing out that as a thought.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Now, Owen, how do the public get in contact with you to register interest in the course?
Okay. If they just email me and even email, I just swallowed my teeth then. If you just send an email to owenwll@aol.com. So that's owenwll@aol.com, and I'm sure Liz, you'll be putting that on the screen.
Yes, I'll put it in the comments. So this was great. And if anybody does have any more questions, please do reach out to Owen. He is very friendly. I promise you, he doesn't bite. You can't harm a fly, Owen. I know you. You are really remarkable. And I hope that people understand what a fantastic opportunity this is. These types of opportunities to learn with someone who is up there as Owen, they do not come around frequently. They're very, very sparse opportunities. So please take advantage of that. If you find you email Owen, the class fills up quickly, he's going to open up another class. So that's great too. Again, OwenWll@AOL.com. Any last words from you, Owen?
I feel I'd like to say something about why do we do this? And I know it's a debatable point, but we do it because we were born to help others first before ourselves.
Yep.
My position in life allows me to be able to not give generous handouts, but to see that the gifts that I've been given, and believe me, when I talk on the course, you will be hearing me say, I never wanted to do this. I never sensed, saw, didn't hear a thing. But somehow I got into it. That's for another day. All I want to say to you all today is, will you please believe that you can do this? And if you believe, then anything is possible. And I'd like to turn the word possible into probable. And at this point, I'd like to thank my general purpose guides, all those who have helped with the words tonight. I couldn't have done it without them. No, it's a fact. I'm not prepared. I got caught on the hop tonight and it's all gone smoothly. So over to you, Liz. And I look forward to hearing from as many of you as I can cope with. Okay.
Well, thank you very much, Owen, for your time. I would love to have you back on a show, if you would agree to it, where you just walk us through maybe a circle demonstration at some point. Would you be willing to do that?
Whatever you want, you know me.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everyone.
That's everybody. Good luck.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.